Guys, we're going live. Hey everybody, this is Joanne Mills from Exit Family Realty. Let's say hello. Hold on a second. We got everybody talking inside. Hey, this is Joanne from Exit Family Realty. So we're trying a new thing today. Hey everybody, we're live. They're just talking away. So we're live right now in our new listing in Amityville at 32 Bayview Avenue. We got some guests here today, but we're going to start outside. Just wanted to make sure it was going. Hold on one second. Could you turn your mute off so that it doesn't do that? So welcome. Wanted to get you started. So this is our live virtual open house for lunch. So hopefully you might be at work or you might be at home at lunchtime and you're going to check out our live open house at 32 Bayview Avenue in Amityville. This is Amityville Village, if you're not familiar with it. It's a beautiful small community. It's 3 miles square. Amityville was established back in the 1800s. We have our own beach community, our own police department, fire department. It's just a beautiful community. And I have somebody here who's also part of the community. Let's switch this. There you go. Hey, Donnell.
Hi, Joanne. How are you today?
Great. So Donnell Cronin is also an Exit family member and an Amityvillian like myself. Born, you haven't born here, but how long have you been living here now?
I've been living here about 35 years. I raised my family of 3 children, one who has bought here in Amityville. That seems to be a very common occurrence, that you leave, but then you come back. Very prideful people of Amityville. As Joanne said, it's a very small-knit community. Everybody knows everybody. A lot of amazing amenities. We have our own beach, our own police department, our own fire department, and
Highway department.
Highway department. It is a beautiful community. I'm lucky enough to live next door to the village historian, so he's a pretty interesting guy for me to talk to. And I just want to talk to you a teeny bit about our beach. Our beach is private. It's for the village residents. But that is the hub of what goes on here in Amityville. It's a beach that allows children to learn how to swim. They learn to sail. And then usually they come back and work there. Also, in addition to the swimming and the sailing, there's a concession stand.
Volleyball.
There are volleyball leagues that occur. You'll go down there. That's where a lot of family reunions will take place.
At the pavilions.
At the pavilions. And then the fields are always, they're lit. You have the gentlemen on a Sunday night who play in a league. Have the fields are filled.
Soccer fields, baseball fields.
Baseball fields are filled. It is a hub of what goes on here. It's not in the center of the village, but it's certainly a huge part of the community. You can go to any party and you always hear the kids, hey, remember that half-mile swim? Hey, remember. And I have to give a shout out to our local leaders. Even in this COVID world, they were able to meet the needs of the community, and they opened it up to in-car concerts and in-car movie nights. So shout out to our local officials for doing things that are right for the village.
And Exit Family, because we actually sponsored the movie night.
But Amityville is a place that you would love to call your home. I'm
Yeah.
a proud village resident, as our
Yeah, the Amityville Kiwanis Club last week down at the Pavilion had a huge garage sale with the community. It was a fundraiser. It was so much fun. So yeah, so Amityville again is a great little town. It's a little hidden treasure on Long Island on the South Shore. We're right on the Babylon train line. So it's about a 50-minute ride right into the city. It takes you right into Penn Station. And the train is about a mile from the house here. We are close to, parks on this block. We're straight shot to the Bay Beach, also close to the village amenities. So it's a beautiful, beautiful location. And we're gonna take you on a tour of this house today. This is another one of our beautiful Exit family members, Delora Khan. Hey, Delora, how are you? Delora came down to play with us today because he does better at this step than I do. But we got us started, and I believe we're on Facebook, and we're live on Zoom right now.
Yeah.
And I got my gimbal. I'm very proud of me.
That's good.
He's proud of me. So let's talk a little bit about the house right now. So this house actually has 2 driveways. I can start over here. So it's 2 driveways, and it fits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 possible 7 cars. So this is one driveway, and then the other driveway. The property goes all the way back 185 feet. It's got a beautiful, charming front. Look at that stone and little balcony. It also has solar panels. The solar panels are owned and leased by Vivint. It's only 15 cents per kilowatt, and there's no monthly fee for those solar panels. So you'd be saving lots of money. Oh, and there's obnoxious. There's me on the sign. If you want more details on this house, you can actually text right now to exit at 85377. And then look up 32 Bayview Avenue. All right, look at that. How pretty is that? What a beautiful, beautiful house. So we're going to take you in. And today we're going to go over a couple of things today. We're going to share this house with you. But at the same time, what we're going to do is we're going to have a conversation with a few of the realtors and also with a very, very, very good loan officer. Marty, we're going to meet Marty. So let's just walk him inside. It's a beautiful stone revere. So you walk into this lovely central little hall, entry hall, and then this beautiful. Am I doing wrong?
You don't have a
No.
extension?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I know. So I don't have all the toys yet that he has. But this is the formal living room. Formal living room has hi-hats, beautiful gas fireplace, hardwood floors, huge room. And then it has a staircase that leads you up to the second floor, which we're going to see in a little while. But that second floor actually also has a staircase in the back that leads you into the great room. So here we go into the dining room. That chandelier, isn't that pretty? And it's right there shining down on our wonderful loan officer. This is Marty Kelly. Hey, Marty Kelly.
Hello, Joanne. How are you today?
Funny to find you sitting in this house.
I'm just sitting here admiring this open house and this home.
Oh, look at that brochure. Let's see that brochure. Look how beautiful it is. And look how pretty that Asian is right there. Wow.
And all this can be yours.
And Marty can mortgage it for you at what kind of interest rate, Marty?
The interest rates right now historically low, the lowest they've ever been. It is a wonderful time to finance a home, especially a home of this size. This house is tremendous inside and out, just the sheer size of it and the amount of bedrooms. But just talking with them now about the cost of housing right now, with the interest rates being as low as they are, it's affordable to buy a house. Meaning that even last year, if the price was lower, higher, with these interest rates, you can't beat the cost of money right now. This house will probably, on an average transaction, be right around $4,000 per month, inclusive of taxes, inclusive of homeowners, all in about $4,000 a month. You can't beat that in this day and age. So it's a great way to have a home and to be able to afford it. Don't you think?
Don't you think? Absolutely. What's amazing today is we know that it's been a real seller's market, right? There's not, the inventory is really, really low. But at the same time, for buyers, it's still a great time to buy. It's usually one or the other, but it's a great time because the advantage of the buying power that buyers have today and the confidence they have in buying homes. And what we're looking forward to next year and the indicators for the market is that the market's going to stay strong. So when you're buying a house today, you feel confident it's going to be worth more money tomorrow. So, you know, this is a beautiful home. It's only one of many of our homes that we have listed throughout Long Island, actually all over the place. We're, you know, from Nassau to Suffolk, east and west, we do have quite a few homes. So if this home is not the one you're interested in, but you do want more information, please reach out to us at Exit Family Realty, to Laura and Darnell, and we even have Baxter in the back, we'll meet in a minute, who is also another agent that is here to help everybody. So, Marty, there's questions a lot of people have, like, is it, you know, is it harder today? How has COVID affected mortgages? Is this, you know, are they still loaning? Do mortgage banks want to loan?
I think at the end of the day, COVID, pandemic, as much as it's hurt the economy, it has helped lower the interest rates. So it's caused the interest rates to even drop down below 3%. Obtaining a mortgage is probably easier than it ever has, where it's based just solely on your income, your credit, and your down payment. As Joanne said earlier, that more borrowers right now are walking around more confident than ever. They're coming in more powerful. To have your financing in order before you start looking for a home is a must right now. Have your pre-approval done, have all your documentation together, and buy the home. The process is a lot smoother when you're prepared and going in. It also shows a selling agent or a seller that you're serious, you know what you're doing, and you're ready to go.
Yeah, one of the biggest steps, first step we're going to talk about, we sit down with a new buyer and we, you know, work with them as a buyer client, is we help them get pre-approved.
Now I'm hearing a lot of questions about this market situation. Is like buyers are coming to a market to get the house, but they cannot because so many overbidding. How this critical situation would you suggest who are going to be like getting their dream home for the first time, but they're getting upset they're not getting it? So what is the strategy you think they should follow? And
Great question. Great question. Basically, you're talking about is that you might have a friend or a cousin or a brother who are out there in the market and they're getting kind of frustrated because every time they put a bid on a house, they get lost. They lose that bid. And there is strategy and there is techniques to make sure that your home gets bid, your offer gets accepted above other offers. And it's not always price. It could be terms. But it also could be a really good qualification and pre-qual and working with a specialist like Marty who can follow that up with that pre-qual, whether it's a typography writing or with a phone call to that agent, the listing agent. So we would love to sit down with anyone who's got questions about that and go into the detailed strategies that you can find that we can help you get your offer accepted. You know, in this market, I'm going to tell you, it's not the kind of market that you're going to think that you're going to get a home under the asking price, or even not asking price right now. That's not what we do. What we're going to do is help you get that offer accepted and make sure that you are not overpaying for a house at the same time. Don't worry about that.
so you are saying like they should go with the professional to get this done, because sometimes I see the buyers is going direct to the open house and they're making offer and they're getting frustrated. So you are saying they should go with the professional to get the right strategy to get the house, right?
Yeah, a lot of times, I've been in the business for 20 years. And I remember when a lot of people would come in and they want to deal with their listing agent directly, feeling because the listing you might get two ends, they're going to do you a favor. Honestly, a really good listing agent always works for the seller. Their job is working for the seller. So when you go into an open house, understand that agent is not working for you. So the one thing you want to look to, and this is a really good strategy, is number one is you want to get a pre-qual. Number two is you want to interview really great agents and find the best agent to represent you as a buyer's agent. So they represent you, their fiduciary duty is to you, they negotiate with you, they protect you throughout that whole process. And I think every buyer should have an agent, a qualified agent, right? So you're going to hire that agent. And actually, when we work with us at Exit Family Realty, you know, the one thing they say, what's it going to cost me? Well, that commission that the buyer's agent is already figured into the deal. So it's never going to be above what you're already paying for the house. But there's a lot more information we'd like to show you on a one-on-one. We could set up a Zoom call with any buyer and actually just go through all of the strategies. Many times I've had Marty on a call with buyers, and we've sat down and really got into a lot of questions and details, because every buyer has their situation was a little bit different.
and what you want, what you need, where you can go, what you can afford. Every story is different, which is what we love.
So, Joanne, you just raised a very important points. Like, okay, as a buyer, if I am the first-time home buyer, I don't know what to do. What is the process? So I need an agent. What is the criteria I need to follow to pick the agent? Because a lot of agents out there, I'm kind of confused.
You got great questions. You got great questions. Well, you know what? You really do want to do your diligence. You know, Google your agent. You know, do some information. See if they have some references. See how much business they've done or what team they're working on. You could be a newer agent without a great team that has great resources, but you do want to make sure that you're comfortable with an agent. Honestly, when I work with a buyer, we start with a short buyer contract because I want to make sure that we fit as a team. Because when I'm working with a client, it's about us being able to get them what their goals are and make sure that we're working on the same level with the same, intensity. So, do your diligence. Most of the time, I'm going to tell you, it's statistically true that most buyers will end up working with the first agent they bump into.
Really? What's the reason?
Bump into because it's just, that's statistically what it is. But do your diligence. This is important.
Is it their first time love?
Yeah. Well, it's just because if most people don't do some interviewing. You should have the best one out there. But make sure the agent needs to be really informed. They need to be on top of that market. They could be a brand new agent, but they know what's going on in the market. They're well educated. They know the area that you're looking for. If not, they know how to negotiate, and they have success behind them. It's not them personally, but their team and their team leader. Because we at Exit, we work together as a team, Exit family, and as a broker owner, I'm involved in everybody's deals. They keep me informed, and I'm able to help them. So you're working with the best of many of us. So, but do your diligence.
Yeah, but you just raised another question. Let's say you are just saying that, okay, fine, whoever is the new agent could be good, whoever is the experienced agent also good. Now, there are a lot of experienced agents who doesn't serve properly, but there are also some new agents who are really, really servicing in this market in the top level. So what is your comment on that?
Great question. So age in the industry does not mean best, right?
Yes.
Just because they've been in the business a long time. Because the one thing about this business too is it changes every day. Notice how we're doing a virtual open house, right? So we're doing this virtual open house and buyer consultation, and you have to learn how to go with the times and how to work service it. The market always is an up and down market. There's a buyer's market, seller's market, a flat market. So you as an agent, part of the reason why I love real estate is never the same.
Yeah.
Right? Just like every client I work with, every family is different. So is every deal, but so is the market. So you have to be on the trend and know what's going on. You have to be computer savvy. You have to be able to service the client the way they want to be serviced. Most buyers today, you want to be texting, you want to get information in your palm of your hand immediately. You want quick response. That's what you're going to be looking for. You might not know the questions to ask until you end up unhappy. So give us a call. We can always do a one-on-one consultation, and we'll give you all the answers. So next way, when you talk to anyone else, you know the questions to ask.
Yes.
But before we get into a little bit more, we're going to talk a little more about Marty and a little more Donnell.
Yeah.
Let's take we're a few minutes in, so let's take a little bit more of a tour. Right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. So obviously the beautiful dining room that you saw, right? Beautiful house, hardwood floors. But now let's show you this kitchen. This kitchen is awesome. It's a chef's dream. We have beautiful cabinetry, tons of storage, gas cooking, granite countertops. These are Italian tile floors. There's hi-hats and a bunch of light in here. Look at that hood. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah. Beautiful.
Right?
Yeah.
So you have pantry pullouts. You have a little, used to be a little coffee station here. There's a little smaller microwave here. A huge walk-in pantry. They could fit tons of things right here. So come on down this way for more. Well, watch myself on TV, not my phone. Okay. So over here, let's show them the angle of the kitchen this way, going that way.
Yeah, beautiful.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So then you have this beautiful peninsula for seating. So this could fit, 1, 2, 3, 4 to 5 stools on the peninsula.
And then when you turn that camera a little bit more, you see this beautiful breakfast room. Again, the tile flows right through and then flows right out the back door in these double French doors that lead to the paver patio outside. Perfect place for coffee in the morning or a nice cocktail in the evening. Kind of like that myself every once in a while.
Yeah,
Right.
beautiful.
So again, now when this, so say hello to Baxter. Hey, Baxter.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you for the tour here.
Yeah.
Thank you for viewing.
Baxter is also another Exit family member. We're really excited to help get Baxter get started.
Yes.
So he's here learning a little bit about doing a virtual open house, just like we are at the same time. So
Yeah,
now,
thank you, Baxter.
so Lauren, check out this break room. Look how big this is,
Wow, this is really big.
right?
And it's
This-
kind of panoramic view, right?
Yeah, well, I actually have beautiful windows that look around the whole yard. He's got great high hats, beautiful ceiling fan. This really fits a large family. This house, it could fit a multi-generational family. We have a couple of rooms down here on the first floor. There's a room off to my, that's my right, and my room off to the left over here. They're great, either his and hers home offices, which today in this world, we need to have home offices, or it could be a great little suite for mom or dad who want to come stay with you, or even guests, because upstairs in a little while, we're going to show you five bedrooms, and a master bedroom suite is going to blow your mind. But one more thing that we can show them down here right now is a first floor beautiful bathroom. It's got a walk-in shower. As I said, if you have mom living with you down here, this would be her bath. So I have to tell you other things about this house so far. We have central air conditioning. We have a central vacuum system. Upstairs and downstairs. You don't have to drag out that vacuum. You have the central vac.
Wow, central vac you have. Okay.
As gas heating.
Mhm.
And as I told you, we had the Vivid solar panels, which is going to save you tons of money on the electric. Right? So this is just the first floor. You want to show them that little office room?
Yeah. So this is the family room. So this is the family room, a small family room right here. It's a beautiful extra space.
So remember when we came in the front door?
Yes.
I told you in front of the front living room, there was the stairway that heads up to the upstairs. Well, they're upstairs, and I told you to be backstairs, which you never really see any homes on Long Island that often.
Yeah.
So which is really cool. So when you're upstairs and you're coming down in the morning, you come, right down to the back, to the dining area, right into the kitchen, sneak into the kitchen in the middle of the night, or just take those front steps that lead right out to the front door. So again, really nice square footage, close to 4,000 square feet. So let's take you outside and we'll do a little more conversations. You got more questions for us, Dolores?
Yes, I have more questions.
Hey, Marty, come with us because you know Dolores got another question.
Yes, I have some questions. Okay, so what is the square footage lot?
Of the lot, it's a little bit of a different shape, but it goes all the way back 185 feet.
Mhm.
Let me see, do I have my lot square footage on
Yeah.
here? You asked me one question, I probably didn't on here. All right, so approximately it's 100 by 170, but that is kind of average because the property goes back over 200 feet that way, and it's 100 this way. So it's under public records 100 by 170, which is the actual total
And the
number of
tax?
square feet.
How much is the tax?
With the village, all right, so the taxes with the basic start and the village are 16,487, which the size of this house and the property and the village taxes, it definitely is in line with what's
Is it
out there.
graved already?
All right, no, they're not having green.
So there is a chance for more reduction.
Maybe it all depends on that's a great question. So
Yeah.
let's answer with that question. So when a home can be grieved is when they have the market value of that home based on what the town or village uses for their tax base is higher than what the asking price of a house is, they can be grieved. And you can always reach out to a company like Mark Lewis or a bunch of other companies out there anytime that you're looking at a house and give them a call and ask them to just look up and see if that house might be grievable. That's a great little question because sometimes we're looking at houses and that in this market, you might not have a lot of choices and you might have a house that has a little bit higher tax than you're thinking about, but it'd be great to look into seeing if we can get those down once you own the property.
Exactly. Like as a first-time home buyer, I might not have that capabilities to go 16,000, But down the line, if I'll be able to reduce my grieving,
Mhm.
that would be a good
Yeah.
option for our
Yeah.
buyers, right?
Yeah, right now, a couple of our properties that we
Yes.
have on the market, we're starting that process of grieving the taxes.
Yes, okay.
So the homeowner starts that process, and by the time that grievance comes in, and I tell you, they won't take it, like those companies won't take the challenge of getting those taxes down unless they're 99% sure they're going to, because that's how they get paid once it gets done. So we know they're going to happen, and then when the buyer buys that home, they get the advantage of those lower taxes.
Okay, so dear folks, I have a lot of questions. The reason is I got joined today and she's a tons of information. She has a lot of experiences. I cannot stop asking her questions because this is the time I get her free and she's always busy. So I just
So
have,
he's got me all to himself. He's supposed to usually
so,
answer all the questions.
so I have another question right now. So the question is, let's say for an example,
He's making me nervous. I don't know if I
Yes.
know the answer.
Yes. So I have another question. The question is, let's say for as a first-time home buyer, I'm coming to get this house, and I don't know if what the system works, and also the system. Let's say I have refrigerator or whatever the appliances, and I just heard that Joanne also offer free home in.
Yeah, there you go.
Right?
Yeah. So
Tell me a little
yeah,
bit about that.
Great question. So on outside of New York, this is kind of common.
Yeah.
Outside of New York and other states, most times sellers have to put a home warranty.
Yeah.
Sellers put the home warranty on a
Yeah.
house when a buyer buys to have that home warranty. It's kind of common in other states, but in New York, it's not at all. But in our business in Exit Family Realty, what we do is when we list a home, we actually put a home warranty on the house for that seller for the whole time it's listed. It's automatic.
Mhm.
Something we invest in that house right away, so that house has a home warranty. But then we offer a 12-month home warranty to a buyer when they buy the house. And when I'm working with a buyer client, I usually give them that 12-month home warranty as a closing. So what it does is it covers the heat, electric, plumbing, kitchen appliances, roof, air, it's everything
Wow,
on
really?
your home for 12 months. And as it works is this.
Who pays for that?
Oh, we
Oh,
we
really?
invest in your home. We invest in you. Another great reason to use Exit Family Realty. So what happens is something breaks in your home, say it's a dishwasher, which today can cost you $700 to replace the dishwasher, right? It's a $65 service fee. They call the appropriate type of service guy.
Mhm.
They come, and if they can't fix that, fix it, repair it, what they're going to do is replace it. One way to
Really?
replace it. So I've had them replace air conditionings. I've had them replace refrigerators over the years. So that's another thing. When you talk to an agent about working with you as a buyer's agent, ask them, do you have a warranty for me? Great question.
Yeah, because some of the houses I showed in through my buyers to the other agents, other companies, they did not offer that.
I don't know.
It's not common. So it's a
Not at
peace of mind for 1 year at least.
Yeah, absolutely. And as I said, only one little thing can go, and it could be a lot of money today. It's not cheap to buy appliances, but it's also in home warranty actually has some details, even some things that are uncovered in a home inspection, or even some domestic permits, things like that. I can't help. You just ask us, give us a call. We'll link you to the website. You can get all the details to see exactly what kind of coverage it has. But it's been very successful for my clients, and they use it. I get little notices every once in a while when there's a new heating system or a few fix that when they've used that home warranty. And you know what's silly is I don't have the home warranty, and guess what? My microwave broke.
Yeah, that's right.
Microwave. I'm like, oh. So and they're not that easy to replace. So it's always the way, right?
Yeah.
The plumbers, you know, the toddlers kids don't have shoes. So let's do a little bit about the backyard. So Mark,
Yeah,
talk to me a little bit more. In this market, Marty, I know that you guys in the industry have been so busy. One thing, they were doing a lot of refis, which they've changed that a little bit. We don't need to get into that today. But you know, how are you keeping up? Right? What do you feel it's?
The one thing that this comes down to simple economics, supply and demand. There is not enough supply out there in houses, but there's a tremendous, especially after the COVID, more and more people are moving to the island. You can't stress enough how you have to be prepared.
You might need to come a little closer. His
To be
voice is
prepared.
much lower than mine,
Mm.
and you probably can't hear him
Okay.
on Zoom.
Well, again, the more prepared you are, the more you have your finances in order. That's the only way to differentiate yourself from another person's offer. As Joanne said earlier, it may not be quantity, it may not be the highest offer, but it may be the most prepared offer. If you're going in there telling people that you're a teacher and a fireman and you're putting down even 3.5% with some programs, the seller will have confidence in your offer that they're going to sell their house. Deep down, they want a fair price, but they want to close and move on to the next chapter in their life. They want the assurance that you're going to close.
Yeah, in today's market, don't be surprised. And even in our listings, we're going to get 5, 6, 7 offers, right?
Mhm.
So when we go over those offers with our clients, it's not always just the price. It's going to be the terms, how good that buyer is. So what's your credit score? What you do for a living? If you are an essential worker, we've found since COVID that we've been working more and more with cops, teachers, firemen. You are deemed a better buyer because more likely you're not going to be laid off. Referral.
Again, as a lender, United Northern Mortgage Bankers, we're looking for stability. What's the probability that you're going to continue to make payments with the police, with the teachers, with all these people with very difficult jobs and the frontline workers for us? They have been coming out in droves looking to purchase. Again, prices are going up, but rates have been coming down.
So if that payment's not
Yeah.
changing, isn't that
It's
amazing?
becoming even more affordable.
More affordable.
So it just another question came to my mind, Marty. So
Before you ask that question, I just want to
yeah.
mention one thing before I do
yeah,
that. So the other thing that Marty's been doing really well with me and with my clients, a couple of clients, is VA loans. We've been doing a couple of veterans loans. And I really feel that every veteran should have a home. It's a shame that there's so many veterans on Long Island who are renting or actually not even homeless, right? With the VA loans, most people think, oh, they take too long or they're too difficult. I'm going to tell you that's not true. That's all a mess.
Mhm.
Marty and I have,
Again, with the VA, the veterans, they deserve the break.
Mhm.
They deserve to thank them for serving our
Mhm.
country.
Mhm.
It's 0% down, low interest rates. They do not charge any type of insurances, saving the average veteran hundreds of dollars per month. You can go no money down, no mortgage insurance, getting even affordable houses. It becomes even more affordable with no money down.
That's why we have a veteran in our team.
I can attest to that, and that is definitely true. And you will save a lot of money, like Marty said.
And
Yeah.
you did it, right?
And I did it. Yes.
Yes.
do the VA loan. So this summer, I listed a house, I guess it was back in sometime in April, maybe beginning of May. It was a couple who had a VA loan on their home. They wanted to sell their home and upsize. And so this is in middle of COVID, the worst part of COVID. We listed their home, we sold it right away over asking, and then we turned around and found them a home that was we sold a $500,000 home, and they bought a $700,000 home in Kings Park. So the whole thing was now we had to sell the house, clean up that VA loan, and then the next day buy another house with the new VA loan.
Mhm.
Well, it just goes to show the myths about the VA. It takes so much longer. You know, I've been doing this 30 years. The advancements that the VA has made the last 10, 15 years. They have fax machines now.
Yay!
Yeah.
But we were shocked it was like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
To pay, you're only allowed one VA loan at a time. The fact that we were able to pay off a VA loan on Monday and the veteran was eligible to use his VA certificate again on Tuesday shows you the advancements and then the help that the VA gave the veteran. They did it overnight for him. They gave him back a new.
It was
Years
amazing.
ago, you'd have to wait and sit in the mail.
Mm.
And wait
He was
around.
a little nervous because if I don't be able to do it that quick, it might take 24 to 48 hours to get the okay. Not that we had to wait for mail, we would get the okay within hours, right?
Mm.
They took care of it right away.
Within that morning, we
Closed on Monday. He bought on Tuesday $700,000 house with no money down.
Wow.
So
he got the
it's
10 he put $10,000 down on the contract and he got that money back. And so yeah, so he was and they're very, very happy they love us. They think we're rock stars.
Yeah,
Which
so
we are.
this question came to my mind. I cannot wait to ask you. So let's say, for an example, one house has 17 offers, okay? And that is happening in this market. Probably is going to happen with this one as well, and my guess. But let's say one buyer is very qualified, but they want to take the advantage of the FHA because they're getting excellent interest rate with the FHA. They have the capabilities to go for the conventional, but they don't want to go with that. So now, what is the strategy you think going with that FHA, like making an offer and there is a chance and possibility to get that?
The one thing I'm seeing more and more of, and I'm probably more prevalent right now, is that listing agents are calling me to ask me questions about the quality of their buyers.
Yes.
It's difficult to answer because of privacy issues,
Uh-huh.
but you're giving people telling them the qualifications of the proposed buyer.
Mm.
As long as the buyer gives us permission to share their credit scores, things like that, because if it's good, it's going to help them, right? And putting together that package and actually putting in debt. We sell the buyers as much as we sell like homes. When we're working for a buyer, we're selling that buyer and their qualifications.
But I still believe it's personality. A lot of times buyers and sellers connect, like you were saying earlier with the agent. It's love at first sight. You're going to see some sellers who say, I want to sell it to that family. They're what's going to take over my house. We had memories here. We were family. That's going to impress upon them. But it's when they're prepared and they're going in and saying, I want this house. I'm prepared. Again, it goes down to FHA, it goes down to conventional VA. It all shows how prepared you are and what's the probability you're going to close. The seller wants assurances that they're going to be able to move on to the next chapter of their life.
So not necessarily like conventional and you are oversure, you're going to get that, right?
Again, if everything is put evenly, as long as the buyer is getting the money legally and getting and obtaining a mortgage, there should be no difference between a conventional loan or an FHA loan.
But with that being said, that you always have to sit down and if you sit working with a buyer's agent, you're going to create a strategy. And we're going to talk about what's happening in the market for them right now, what kind of other offers are on there, and then be able to adjust those terms or adjust the type of down payment to be able to get your offer accepted. Again, that's our job, is to do our best to get your offer accepted on top of somebody else's. So let's go back inside and do a little bit more upstairs.
Yeah,
all right?
Let's go.
I know. So look at Donna. Look how pretty she looks over there.
Look at Donna is relaxing.
You want this house. You want to be in the village. I can tell you
You
that.
want to show up upstairs, Tony?
No, you're good.
All right. I'm gonna let you go first because I don't want my skirt. So you want to go up the front or the back?
From the front.
All right. So let's go. So walk us through the kitchen again. Got the little garages behind us. Into the dining room. So this is the front stairs, and actually they're pretty cool. They're different than I've seen before. These are cement stairs. Solid cement stairs. And they have these little antique niches over here.
Cement.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Wow.
And then, like, this is the antique niche they used to have in these old group colonials where the little foam used to be. So, but it's great little niches for books, things like that. You know, maybe even being able to charge your phones. And then again, you have that gas fireplace. So I'm going to let you go up first. My little skirt. Thank God my photographer's here to lower.
You should get with a stick.
All right, so we're going to do quick. There's, again, I told you 5 bedrooms. And did I tell you there is a laundry, right?
Okay.
So I want to start with the laundry.
Okay, so.
Second floor laundry room. Oh, you walk by it. So this is one of the bedrooms. And this is the bedroom with the balcony. So you want to go check out the balcony?
Wow.
Do you want to flip the camera? You could do that, you know. Yeah, cool. So it's got a cute little balcony out of this bedroom right here. You know, it's, yeah, you do the mode here. Sometimes it needs to. Come on, mode. A little crooked. Getting a little heavy, top heavy. So here's a little balcony. I don't know what's not holding right. All right, oop, there's door. Come on in, door. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing its thing. You gotta do its thing. So we're not gonna show you right now. There's a huge walk-up attic. It's full height. It could be a 3rd floor suite. I mean, it could be, it's tremendous. So this is the 1 bedroom. Right off here is the laundry room. You're doing nice and slow too, door. This is good. People get dizzy, right? So here's your laundry room, right off this bedroom. And then check out how big this bathroom is.
Wow.
This is the 2nd bathroom in the house. So this is the family bath. It has a linen closet in there, nice big tub, shower stall. Nice and big. Fit a couple of kids.
Yeah.
All right. And right on the side of the landing here. It's a really nice land. It's a huge landing, right?
Yeah.
Real big. So then you have 2 more bedrooms. You have 1 bedroom here, which has built-in, like almost built-in. When they first bought the house, when they didn't have that many kids, they used it as almost a library because it's got these built-in library kind of shelves. So this could be, if you don't have need for 5 bedrooms, this could be a great little living, like a library space. If you want to come in and peek at that. Real quick.
Wow, nice.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you have bedroom number 3. He does a great job about taking his time. I'm glad he's holding the camera. So I probably won't wait. I move as fast as I can. So that's 1, 2, 3. This is 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th bedroom coming up right here.
So total, how many bedroom?
Up here, 5.
5.
So this is the 4th bedroom. So this one's right off the master. So this would be a great nursery.
Yeah, look.
Did you notice this? Did you see this? In each room, they have a Bluetooth, actually full house system. So it's you can call, because it's so big, you gotta call down to the kitchen and ask for your coffee to be made. Right? So it's a whole system. Each room has one, and there's a main one down in the kitchen. Everybody has fine house, beautiful oversized windows. Check out this master.
Wow, look at that.
Look at this master. This is a true master. Their room is tremendous. A huge king size, California king size bed. And it's got vaulted ceilings and skylights. Look at that fan. The fan is tremendous. Gorgeous. Yeah.
Wow.
I know how big that is. So in this master, you have a double closet here in the main part of the master bedroom. There's 2 walk-in closets in the master bath. Tons of windows, beautiful light.
So all the furniture is coming with the house?
No, this furniture is being shipped down to their new home pretty soon. Check out the sinks.
Wow.
The shower. This is a custom, really high-end custom granite countertop. Look how funky those sinks are.
Like a gold inside.
I know, right? So here you have 1 walk-in.
Yeah, that's big.
And then check out this one.
Wow, this is huge.
Right?
Yeah.
So more than enough storage. More than enough storage in this house. This is that master suite.
So how many?
This is why you don't let the kids in.
So how many total bath?
Total is 3.
Okay.
So we have all the storage in this room, a huge master. Again, 5 bedrooms on this floor, 2 full baths on this floor, laundry rooms on this floor. We have the central bath again right here in the hallway. There's central air conditioning in the house. Each room, there's another one of them. Each room has the full house, like the system. It's Bluetooth, but it's also you can call each other from different rooms.
Intercom.
Intercom, that's the word. See, that's so smart. All right, great. So let's go down the back stairs now.
Yeah.
I can leave this time because you can't see up my grass.
Yeah.
So you fall out of bed in the morning, and you have to go out the front steps. You don't have to worry about anyone seeing you. You can pull up. You can come down the back steps. And you come right into the great room, into the kitchen. There you go. So we're back in the kitchen.
So you're gonna finish it up. I'm gonna leave with a good note.
All right, so leave our it's good. We've done good. All right, so we have 15 more minutes.
Yeah.
So you got to go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you don't have any more questions for you? Great.
Yes. So actually, I have the last 2 questions I'm gonna ask you before go, because we need to know as a buyer or seller, whoever is in the market. Everybody need to know our job. our job, our responsibility to let them know the current market update. Okay. So let's talk about the real estate market. What is happening in this situation? In the current pandemic situation, everybody's freaking out, or real estate market is going to go down, go down, go down. But what do we see in the practical? Completely V-shaped, different, right?
Yeah.
Com-
So,
yeah.
there was a lot
So
of-
my question is right now, some of the buyers or seller, they're thinking, no, I'm not gonna buy or I'm not gonna sell right now. This market is gonna be changing soon, and I'm gonna be waiting. So what is your thought on that?
There was a lot of that. When we'll
Hmm.
go back to, in April, February, March, when this really hit bad, everything shut down, everybody went home, especially in New York. It seemed that, most buyers and sellers, and even some companies said, let's just put everything on hold. Other real estate companies put everything on
Yeah.
hold. And the truth is, the fact is, this pandemic is a health crisis. It's not a real estate crisis. It's a health crisis that is, we're slowly coming to more of a livable state. I'm not saying it's over. I'm not saying it's better. I'm just saying it's more livable. But we never stopped in exit family real estate. We never stopped helping clients, because the one thing that everybody needed when this whole hit the fan was to shelter in place, to have a place to live, to have a place to put your head down. So, and there was still a lot of essential workers out there who needed to, finish their homes in contract, get homes on the market. So we just kept going. What we did was we did it right. We made sure that we all have, and still do, wear our masks. We try to social distance. We make sure we always clean everything up, including your houses. We will scrub this down after everybody's gone to make sure everything we touch. So there is, there are even some buyers out there who said, oh, great, this is going to be great because now value home price is going to go down. There's not going to be any buyers. That did not happen, especially on Long Island. Especially on Long Island. I was kind of put it like this. In February, we had this many homes, and we had this many buyers in February, right? Interest rates in February were just around a little bit close to 4%, right? Interest rates. We had about 4.5 months worth of inventory. In March, what happened was, boom, 2.5 months worth of inventory. We lost a lot of homes. People couldn't sell because of maybe COVID or jobs or something like that. But we lost buyers, boom. But what happened is it kind of went in proportion. And because Long Island is mostly made up of essential workers, cops, teachers, firemen, union workers, nurses. These are the people we've been working with all the time. So what's really happened on Long Island is we've seen the market. We sold more homes in June than we have been selling on a monthly basis before COVID. We had another great month this month of all the sales that we've made, and then all of our new listings coming out. Moving forward, this is what's predicted. It's kind of a little delayed. The one thing that really benefited this whole real estate market is the interest rates really going below 3%, which is unheard of. Guys, unheard of. Unheard of. If you're not looking right now with those interest rates, you're going to say, woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? And for the sellers, right now, we're starting to get more and more inventory. It's still way below what normal.
Excuse me one second. Can you do the speaker view, please?
Speaker view?
Speaker view. Then in the Facebook, it's going to show full screen. Yeah, that's okay.
All right, so you want to do speaker view?
Yeah, then it's going to show in the Facebook full screen. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's talk about Marty.
Yeah, so I just had a question for Marty. Marty, right now with the market situation, let's say for an example, a lot of people is almost lost the job, and some people lost the jobs. Now let's think about a lot of people are on forbearance right now. Okay, now let's discuss about the forbearance versus foreclose, and what is going to affect, what is your prediction?
Well, forbearance was created during the pandemic.
Okay.
Forbearance is really a timeout. You're telling your lender, I'm under financial stress and I can't make my payments. A forbearance is a break they're giving the homeowner. A forbearance is not forgiveness. They're not saying don't worry about those payments. Most forbearance, they give you 3 months of a break, but now you owe 3 months. Some lenders are letting you break up that 3 months over the next year, or they're adding it to the end. They're changing the way they're making the payments because they needed some help. The forbearance is not forever.
Well, that's good to hear that, because at first it was like you would owe in August 3 months back rent or back mortgage. But now you're seeing that they're willing to work out.
Yeah, they're doing what they can, because the last thing a bank wants to do is foreclose, especially during a pandemic. They're trying to help in the best way they can. The problem is that people have to understand that this is a time for you to get your act together and catch up.
Mhm.
So they're not waiving. Some people got misunderstood that a forbearance is that we're not going to collect these payments. All the banks are going to be looking for the payments, be it car notes, student loans. They're all saying, here's your break, here's your timeout. You're going to catch up in the near future, either all at once over the next 12 months. The bank is willing to negotiate with you and help you get through this tough
So
time.
let's say after 6 months forbearance period is gone, and then they can do the negotiation with the bank and
Well,
settle up the
What I
payment,
would
right?
suggest, and I bring a suggestion.
Yeah.
Because I'm always jumping in.
Yeah,
But if you're a homeowner and you accept you did the forbearance, and
yeah.
you're not sure what to do, give us a call. We'll come and sit down with you, go over all your options, see if we can help you get caught up. But if not, I'm going to tell you right now, almost every home in the United States right now, I think the number is almost 80% of all homes have equity. They have equity. Your home is worth more today than it was worth the last few years. So please do not put your head in the sand. Do not get caught up or getting really, really far behind, and then you don't know, you don't want to lose that home. Because the worst case scenario, we have to help you sell that home. We're going to get you your equity. So call us first before you do anything silly or not do something. A lot of times, that you don't do it, right? When things happen and it's overwhelming, and it's hard to deal with, like being behind on a mortgage or being behind on payments and stuff like that, sometimes you just kind of go like that. Right? And that's just, what you're going to do, call us. We understand. Let us look at it. Let's figure it out together. Let's help you stay in your home or sell that home with the most money possible. And then be able to go find something else without getting your credit card too much or anything like that. So it's another great question, but again, that question is going to be an individual basis.
Now, Joanne, I have another great question
Oh
for
my
you.
goodness.
Okay.
He's really trying to stump me. This is stump the
Okay, so
brother.
the
Stump
great
brother.
question is, let's say, considering the house inventory in the market is very low. We know that. As you said, just one is almost 1.5 right now, months, right?
Well, it's about 2.5.
2.5
We're
months.
starting to see more in a normal
Now,
market.
we see a lot of people, house owner, they are trying to sell by themselves. Okay, so here the question is, a lot of I see the every day is coming for sale by owner. They're thinking, oh, they're gonna sell by themselves and gain a lot of money on that. What is your thought on that? Why they need professional, you think, in this market?
Well, okay, that's a great question. And most people say they see this, the houses go on the market, next day they go into contract. And so the seller might be thinking, what do I need the agent for? I want to save that 5, 6, whatever percent. I want to save it. And honestly, I'm going to tell you statistically, it's going to cost them more than that. Let me explain a little bit of why. One thing is, when you're a homeowner, this is not your fault, right? So being able to create multiple offers in your home is not so easy without being able to market correctly, without being able to have all the COVID laws, all the information that you want to do. You don't just want strangers in your home without even knowing the situation if they're qualified. So there's a lot of stuff that you really have need this for there, negotiating a lot. But statistically, what's going to happen is who you're going to attract, Mr. Homeowner, who's trying to sell it by himself, is mostly just realtors. Real estate agents, that's only going to get calls from, right? And they're going to try to list your home. But the buyers that you're going to attract are the buyer that's going to say, oh, wait, so he's saving commission, so I'm going to drop my price.
Mm-hmm.
So statistically, they're going to give you 10% below what you're asking for. And not cause the bidding war for your house to go higher, right? And have that house sit on the market, carry it a little bit more. I mean, 98% of the time, a for sale by an owner ends up getting sold by a realtor. Now, the other thing is, say that real estate company comes, you do have a realtor come in. That realtor is negotiating for the buyer, not for you, Mr. and Mrs. Seller. So that real estate agent is going to get the best deal for the buyer, not for you, Mr. and Mrs. Seller. So when you're trying to save a couple percent by cutting out the listing agent,
That's the biggest mistake you can do because the listing agent is there to work for you. The listing agent is there to make you money. The listing agent works for your best interest. When you hire us at Exit Family Realty, I'm going to tell you, I can give you all the numbers when I sit down. We end up paying for ourselves. Our commission is ended up covered by the way we're able to push your value of your home, the amount of time that you have to save on your covering costs of your house over time sitting on a market. I mean, there's so many things that you can say is don't do it.
So is it just in a funny way to say that like why you go to the hair cutters?
Yeah.
You can cut your own hair, right?
Yeah,
So
you get a plumbing and a bowl, and you can get a haircut, or you can go get, but it's all the buyers that you're going to attract. It's a great Daryl Davis analogy, right? Let's do a Daryl Davis analogy. So when you go to buy a couch, right? You can buy a couch. Where would you go? What store would you go to, Marty?
Raymore.
All right, Raymore Plans, right? There's a store, right? Or could you go to
Bob's store.
Bob's, right?
Bob's, yeah.
Or maybe what?
I know a pottery going.
Yeah.
Or you go to Craigslist, right? Craigslist. So a lot of people buy furniture on Craigslist. A little scary buying furniture on Craigslist. And why are they buying furniture on Craigslist instead of going to Pottery Barn or going to Raymore Flanagan? Just so they're going to save money. Are they getting quality? No. Is it going to last a lifetime? No. But so the buyer that is attracted to a for sale by owner is usually a Craigslist buyer.
Mm-hmm.
But what we do, when you hire us, we attract Raymore and Flanagan buyers. They know they're going to pay a premium for your house. They know there's a commission involved, and they don't care. They want to get what we have to offer them. And the way we offer, the way we market those, the way we show those homes. Just like today, being able to come together and do this virtual tour and training.
With lovely brochures.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so it's a great question, Delora. And it just could be self-serving. It sounds very self-serving to say, oh yeah, don't do FISBO because you're cutting me out. Honestly, I'm saying don't do FISBO because you're cutting yourself short.
Yeah, not only that, statistics came in, the for sale by owner, the owner of the for sale by owner, he ended up selling his house with another real estate agent. This is a real, and we have the data for that.
The owner of for sale by owner put his condo on the market in Manhattan, and he could not sell it. So he ends up hiring an agent to sell it. That agent raised the price of the for sale by owner's home by over $100,000. He had underpriced it. He was attracting the wrong buyer. So the owner of for sale by owner put his condo on the market with a realtor. The realtor raised the price over $100,000 and sold that condo. So listen, if the owner of for sale by owner knows that he can't do it, don't do it. Or do it, but do it with some information. Let us come in and do a virtual consultation. We do virtual consultations, or we can do it sit down and come in with sit down with our masks on and give you a consultation. Our job and our thing here at Exit Family Realty, this is from the heart, guys. This is what we do. We're not salespeople. I can't make you buy a house. I can't make you sell it. What we are is we're teachers. We're advisors. We're educators. We're psychiatrists sometimes. We're marketers. We're decorators. We're photographers. We're all of those things. We're negotiators. But my main goal is to help give we want to make every buyer and seller feel confident in that whole process. We want to give you all your options, give you all the information you need to make a really smart decision for your family. And whatever that decision is, we'll help support. Sometimes that decision is don't buy. Sometimes that decision is don't sell.
So you are saying we always focus as an Exit family that what is important to you for your life.
Our first priority.
Yeah.
It's not our but it's your family first. Family first.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying Exit Family Realty. And where our tagline is that we value you as family.
Yeah.
And I use the word value instead of we treat you like. Some families don't treat each other really nice.
Yeah.
But everybody values. And that's why I use that word value, because it's not about the closing a deal. It's not about another transaction. It's about helping another family. And we help enough families, and we focus that on next family because we have this every family we take a picture of, and they go on our family tree in the office. And when we know that family tree is full, we're doing pretty good. But we have to fill the tree. So let us help you. Right? So we're going to wrap this up a little bit early. Thank you very much, Marty Kelly from United Northern Mortgage. Thank you, Laura, for being a photographer. Thank you, Baxter, for not only being one of our realtors, but for your service and for being a veteran. We really appreciate that. Danielle, my buddy here at Amityville Village, just like myself, we're excited that you joined us today. Hopefully, if you didn't see it live, you're going to see it, a recording of this. We're going to end with, I'm going to show you the video of the whole house, the place. But thank you so much. If you have any questions or just give us a call. Give us a call at 631-450-4777. That's 631-450-4777. Visit us at exitfamilyrealty.com or give me a call. I'm Joanne Mills, and we're really excited you spent this time with us today. I hope you enjoyed the lunch.
Yeah.
Very good.
Wow.